What up YouTube, it's Miserate's Company. In this video, I'm going to finally give you guys the only Demon Hunter build that you actually need. I've been playing the Demon Hunter now for about 3 weeks, going on a full month, and I've actually really enjoyed it. I made a video on about how I was all wrong about the Demon Hunter, and I was working on a few different builds that I want to share with you, but instead of wasting anyone's time, including my own, but especially y'all's, there's really no reason to do any other build except for the one in this video, whether it be for farming, for PvP, PvE, single target, multi-target, it doesn't matter. This build is the all-around best, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this build. At the very end, I'm going to show you some changes I would make if I had some additional essences. This build is good as is, but you could even make it even better with some of these different essences. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video, guys, and this is the one and only Demon Hunter build that you need to use right now. Alright guys, so the way we're going to test out this build is going to be our challenge rifts, like I've said in my previous videos on the best way to prepare for the Blood Knight. Challenge rifts is now a really good time to push them. So we're going to do that. I don't know how, haven't gotten like that much more combat rating recently, so we're just going to go up 2 levels to 285, nice round number, maybe even get some additional legendaries. Going to jump in here with this build. I'm going to run through this, hopefully do it well. Hopefully. And then at the very end, I will show you the current build and some min-maxes that I would recommend based off some of the different essences that we have available to the Demon Hunter. So we're not too off from the required combat rating, but might take a couple deaths. Actually, we're doing pretty good damage. We'll be fine. Make sure we get all the orbs that we need and not standing bad. Not standing in bad is a good tip in most games, but especially Diablo Immortal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next class I'll be transferring to, but I have actually very much enjoyed my time on the Demon Hunter. Wow, as I die. RIP. It's definitely taking longer than I thought. At first, I felt like I was doing really well. Now I have less confidence going into this. Gotta kill this first guy. I don't need to move. That guy I need to move from. Go ahead and finish this guy off just a hair. And boom. All right, got the quad there. All right, doing better on time. All right, these should be fine as is. This is a nice little path for us to be in as well. Can jump back and forth as I need to. The dodge bad. Just didn't hit max range. That's cool. Love that. Thought they fixed that where you can actually always go to max range with your dash skills. Or is that in the upcoming patch notes? Like the patch is coming. Maybe it's in the patch that's coming, because that's going to be one that I actually really appreciate. Because there's little stuff like that, like even like on mobile that I experienced that issue, but even on as you see on PC, it happens as well. So go ahead and just get out of the way. Pew 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 pew. All the things down. You do so much damage, like I said, whether it be PV, single target, multi-target, it doesn't matter. You do a lot of damage. Wow, I just took a lot of unnecessary damage, and I died for it. I'll show you guys in just a second how far off of the combat rating that I am for this. God, these range ones are just making this mega annoying. Might as well just finish them off then. All right, let's see. I am... okay, yeah, 15,055 is the recommended, and I'm going to die just for looking at it, and I'm currently at 14,899, so not too far off, but still giving our problems with these javelin or, you know, little toxic guys in the corner, these guys right here, the huntresses, mega annoying. All right, let's go ahead and grab another batch of them, all the way from my health pots to kick back up. There we go, this will be fun. As you can see, the Daring Swing does kind of give me a slow for my targets. Hopefully my Daring Swing comes back off cooldown before the shield goes away. There we go. Now I got my ultimate for the boss. Kind of stacking up a nice little run here after a few avoidable deaths. But ultimately this build is, most of my deaths have just been from mechanics, unfortunately. So it's more that I'm garbage than the build itself. Love that. I'm going to save my ultimate, like I said, for the boss. Because intelligence. And I don't mean the spec. Speaking of intelligence, I am so glad they are changing how class transfer works with this new update, where we can actually switch between strength and intellect without getting punished with our sec gear. That's going to be such a nice change. Such a good quality of life change there. Because, like, honestly, it was like I regretted going to anything outside of my wizard because it was inconvenient and it felt like I had to regrind everything. And you still do have to regrind everything, but you have to regrind a lot less now. Oh no. I think I almost ulted on Ice Note. That would not have been good. All right, there we go. So we're gonna ult on the boss. Hopefully it's not anything crazy. All right. Shade. Oh my god, I always took a ton of damage. There we go. Need the health. Nice little iframe there when you need to dodge things. Go ahead and get into a spot where I don't die. Dodging fireballs. As I said that, didn't get hit. I did get hit, rather. So this is going to feel pretty good to get 285 down. Definitely nice little increase to my challenge drift. There's 2 levels, but we'll take that. Nice, like I said, round numbers. I'm big on round numbers. You know, being stuck at 285, I'm okay with it. Being stuck at 283, yeah, that's a problem for me. That's a problem. What are you guys currently at in terms of your challenge drifts? Are you guys pushed a lot farther than I am? Is this about where you're at? Am I ahead, behind? Let me know in the comments below. And what character do you have the most success on? So what challenge drift level are you at? And what character do you have the most success on if you're like me and change classes ever so frequently? If you've made it this far in the video and looking forward to the build at the very end, I do plan on switching to the Monk next. It's a class that I have not been on probably the longest. I want to say I switched. Oh god, yeah, knew that was gonna happen. I was on the Monk for a while when it was like really OP, and I feel like everyone switched to it, kind of like I did for the Demon Hunter here. But I am looking forward to getting back on it since it did get some adjustments and nerfs. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. I am just gonna die. I'm literally dead. Yep. Oh my gosh. I literally spawned into a fireball. Love that for us. How about 2 more? Yep. We're running to 1 on purpose at this point. Can't convince me otherwise. I'm gonna die again. Trying to die again. Not even close, baby. Brother. All right. So that is going to do it for the run. Not the smoothest, I admit, but you did get to see me get tested a little bit, unlike maybe some other content creators that just show you a perfect run. That is an actual first run, not pre-recording of this. Like, this is what is going to be in the video. But let's go ahead and collect the goodness that we got here. Challenge drift, 285? Yeah, 285. Pretty sick. Now, for the build itself, what I'm currently running. So the headpiece, we're running the one that increases the knockback damage. The knockback damage increased by 13%. Now, it would be even higher if I had my Essence Mastery even higher, but I don't. It's only at level 2 at the moment. The chest is the newer chest, so the wind shear knockback shot now causes your primary attacks to also fire a blast of wind that knocks enemies away. Knockback shock damage increased by 6%. The shoulders are now for the I'll tell you the one here in a second. There's 3 pieces that you could change. It's gonna be the head, the legs, and the offhand. The chest, the shoulders, and the main hand are pretty good as is. There's no really good min-maxing there. Speaking of shoulders, though, Icy Path. So Daring Swing now fires ice arrows at the ground, forming an icy path that continually damage and chills. Damage and chills. Daring Swing damage increased by 6%. The legs, the one I'm currently using, is going to be the increase all damage you deal by 7.8% during Vengeance. Vengeance is obviously one of the skills that I'm using that gives you the buff. You saw what skills I was using. I don't feel like I need to go over that. Now the main hand is the Shadow Blades Impale. Now causes your primary attack to also hurl penetrating knives that deal damage to all enemies that pass through. Impale damage increased by 6%. The offhand I'm using is going to be the one that allows you to shoot through with your crossbow shot. I think it's called the Hungerer. So crossbow shot now also will now pierce through enemies and strike additional enemies behind. Crossbow shot damage increased by 3%. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the essences that I would recommend switching to that I don't have unlocked, but makes this build even stronger. And then we'll talk about some of the set options. Okay, so here we are at the essence transfer. So the headpiece that I would recommend, let's go to extract. Again, I don't have this headpiece, which is why I'm not using it, obviously. It is one of the newer ones, so False Manifesto. After using Knockback Shot, your primary attack speed is increased by 30% for 4.8 seconds. Really good headpiece. Make sure auto attacks all that much faster, which is going to be even better than the one we're using, because currently we're only increasing the knockback shot, which is good. It's still damage, but increasing your primary attack speed when you're using knockback shot for 4.8 seconds is really good, because then you can increase that benefit duration as well. So the shoulders are fine. I wouldn't change that. Same with the chest. For the pants, everyone knows these set of pants. It's the Scorn Beak. So Daring Swing now also increases your primary attack speed by 30% for 4.8 seconds. Again, can be extended for the duration based off increased beneficial effects. But these are really, really good pair of pants. Also, in case you're curious, yes, they are the shortest pants that the, I guess, male demon hunter can choose from. That might not matter to you, but it matters to me because that's how I was trying to figure out if I got them or not, and I never did. So rip. Like I said, the main hand is good. Offhand is going to be... Offhand isn't bad. The Hunger definitely gets the job done, especially when you're looking at sort of like a multi-target. But when you're looking at single target, you definitely want to switch to this one. So after using Knockback Shock, your damage increases by 10% for 3.6 seconds. Again, that duration effect can be extended. So that is the build that I'm currently using, as well as the build that I would recommend switching to if you had those last 3 essences. Now, in terms of set pieces, what I'm using here... I don't think I'm using much of anything. Let's see. I think I only have 2 set. Yeah, so I'm using 2 set Vithus, and that's it. What I would recommend is 4-piece Vithus, and I want to say 1-piece or 2-piece, what is it? Shalbass, or whichever one increases your attack damage, your primary attack damage. That's going to be the one you want to get the 2 set bonus on. I don't remember the name offhand, but that's the one you're going to want. But you do want to get 4-piece Vithus, because that way you do get the extended duration as well as the attack speed. So extended duration in the first 2, in the 2-piece, and then the attack speed in the 4-piece, and then you're going to increase your attack damage in the 2-piece of, like I said, it's either Mount, Banks, or Shalbass. I don't remember which one, but that's the one you're going to go for. I'm currently not going to min-max this build to the very max because I am saving my Fabled Wisp for the Blood Knight. You should be doing the same if you're interested in changing to it, but that's what I would recommend doing if you really wanted to min-max this build. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, guys. That's going to do it for our Demon Hunter. Now I'm off to the Monk for an updated build as well. So let's get straight to it, guys. Until next time, lock it in.